There, now we're recording. That's what happens when I click off screen. Okay. So my earlier tutorial advice is on Twitch only, not on YouTube. Let's see, can I pick you up? Oh, headless one? Oh, I can. See, inconsistency scares me, makes me nervous with computers. Inconsistency makes me uncomfortable. So how much defense do I have here? 128? That's not bad. It's not bad. I'm thinking, let's just take a couple of the big body parts. Call it good. We don't need to be raking up the teeth. I did a lot of work on a settlement the other day. All right. And I used a missile. This mutant got blown up into so many pieces. His head alone was broken up into every small piece you've ever seen. You know, like left forward jaw, right forward jaw, eye socket, half of a skull cap, different parts of the face. I was picking up the teeth, you know, as part of the jaw, just a few, and there's an eyeball. We're gonna leave that for the birds. You kinda, you're outdated. We don't need you. We don't need that. Well, let's take a quick look. Normally I throw the stuff out of my settlement, but I don't think that's such a big deal. I'll try to finish that conversation now about happiness being a bunch of BS. I don't know. Maybe happy settlers put more caps in more vegetables in your workshop per unit time. Maybe, I don't know. I'm experimenting now. I've experimented in the past with settlements at 0 happiness. I was told once it drops to 20, they'll start to move out. Never seen it happen. Maybe it does. I haven't seen it happen. I'm doing it right now. Hangman's Alley is my experimental community. Not building any beds. I don't know if there's anybody there yet. I think there's a couple people there. I'm gonna slowly send people there. I had 2 experimental settlements. Okay, can we now go back to playing the game as I wanted to? I was using Jamaica Plains. I didn't even put Jamaica Plains on a supply route or hangman's. I didn't build any beds or food. There were some settlers there. Happiness dropped to 6. I think right now happiness is 0 at Hangman. And happiness was a 6 and nobody was moving. Settlement didn't leave. I'm told a settlement can actually leave and say, we don't want to be part of the men anymore. You can no longer use our workstation. That'd be interesting to see how that plays out. Can you get them back? Do some quests for them, treat them right. Is it Murkwater is under attack? Really? Is this gonna be one of those days? Try to play a game here. I just opened Murkwater. There's nobody down there. I keep a supply line. Oh, that's Somerville. Yeah, here it is. Okay, the 2 people there. Yeah, they're probably both. Well, maybe one lives here just to do food. I don't know.
Huh?
What?
Who?
What?
Got company. I can't see.
See, once I get the pip, someone's shooting over there.
You crazy?
Oh? Oh, the Miler Queen. What the hell? How'd she respawn? Okay, we're completed.
What just happened?
Why are you aggroed on me?
Yeah.
Go chase that blood bug. Not her, not her. What are you guys fighting? What are you guys chasing? Like, my VATS won't pick up anything else. No, don't shoot her. You shouldn't be targeting my provisioners. Just saying. Because you can kill your settlers. The raiders can't. You can. I've done it. Usually by accident. Not always. Let's heal. Okay. Well, it's great to get the queen meat. I'm not in my bounds. I can't. Anything in here? Yeah, I'm not surprised. I haven't planted any food here. Yeah, she's outside of my range. I can't. I'm pretty sure I can't drag her in. This item is too heavy to carry. You think? I'd have been very surprised, but I wouldn't have bet against it. Okay, fine. We'll do a little work here. No, no, no. Do the gunner, not the corner. I just opened this settlement very recently. I went around, I cleaned up, I got rid of the trash, the dead logs. I left all the vegetation. I could get rid of the water. I've done that on a previous playthrough, but it just leaves a mud pit. So what? You won't? That looks like a settler. And how come I can't? That's a settler. Did I do that? Well, let's try something. Let's try a console command, resurrect. I've done it before. It doesn't always end pretty. Sometimes they come too aggroed. I can never remember how to spell resurrect. Is that how you do it? Resurrect. So there's two R's? Not found. Resurrect. See, I was just having this conversation. Resurrect. I don't know how to spell resurrect. Okay. But I do have another computer going. One S, two R's. Is that it? No, you? Resurrect? Okay. Really? I gotta actually go on the computer twice to look this up. Resurrect. Resurrect. Okay, so the last one should have worked. Resurr. That's it. Okay, our job is done. She's broke. That's why she's in the state she's in. Because she's broke. That's why I can't scrap her. Because she's... Okay, I can pick her up. we got a place for you. My reticle was on her person. Maybe not properly. It should have given me a code number for what her as an object is known as. I don't think I saw that. You might have been unresurrectable. Okay, well, we had 2 people, now we got 1. Sucker. Okay. So, I don't know, let's put some food down. It looks kind of futile. Why would you keep this house? I'm keeping it. I'm going to do what I can with it. That's why I'm trying to preserve it. Everybody knows, except some countries, you don't let vines, ivy, plants touch your house. It looks good, but it damages your, in those cases, usually stucco. And I can't scrap you either. Well, at least you're not too heavy to pick up. If I can hang on to you. Into the dead body pile with you. Okay. Oh, another one. I guess since we're here, there's another one. Okay. Go to mommy. I see another one. Okay, so I'm having a hard time remembering the spawns here. But I do remember where I used to plant my garden. Over on this side of the house. I don't want to ruin this mutated fern. It's producing. Really? But yet when I've harvested here recently. So I can move this mutated fern though, can't I? Let's do that. And I can't get rid of any of these sticks. Don't get rid of the water because you don't know how much you're going to get rid of. All this water is connected. Maybe we take this mutated fern, put it over with the other ones. Might as well place in the green whenever possible. That looks like crap. That's not being placed in the green. Can't look like it's floating in the air with its roots just sticking up in the ground. Okay. No, no. Food. Food. Corn. Stay well enough away from the building. Otherwise the settlers will clip into the building. While they're tending. I like to make rows of 10. It makes it easier for me to keep track of. Rows of 5 would work. Rows of anything would work as long as you're consistent, you know. I can just tell by looking, okay, I got a row of 10. That makes 5 food. I'm trying to put down enough for one person to attend. And I like to make these wide enough. And later on, if I want to jam more food into the same plot, I'll put carrots in between. We need a bed. Oh, you can't sleep on the couch? Couch isn't good enough for you? What? Fine. Be like that. I'll keep them up off the ground. I've been using sleeping bags. Well, I don't suppose it's going to let me place a roof. What's my best bet at getting something to wood? Really? There's your roof. Defense. Okay. I got your defense. What do you want? How about a fat man? Where are they attacking from? Well, I don't know what killed that settler. Was that my rocket when I was killing the raider that was over here? Was that collateral damage? I'm thinking. So, you know, if I put this here, I need to put it where it has a good range. It can see a lot of stuff. You know, if I can get it up high on the roof. That gives a really good advantage point. 20 defense. Happiness is going up. Happiness was at 0. Okay. Now, can I play this game as I had intended? Yeah, I'm an hour and a half into it, and there it is. Yeah, I'm ready for some building. Greentop Nursery is under attack. Really? You ever just have one of those days? Greentop. Where's Greentop at? I don't know. Why you just show me. This gets ridiculous. And it's really ridiculous when you're like rescuing Nick. You cannot get out of there. You can't backtrack out the way you went in. And you can't get out without him to unlock a door. You're stuck in there. And now your settlements are being attacked. I think Fort Hagen is the same way. Yeah, a lot of those doors for some reason shut and lock behind you in a lot of these places. Excuse me. I meant to puke. Okay.
What?
So we got some pretty good
Here we go.
We got trouble.
how'd they spawn in there? That's bullshit.
Us alone. Keep firing.
Dead.
I don't know if that was one of my people.
How many bullets I got left?
Look at all the blood.
Now you look at all the blood. Wipe his face in it as he's dying. Let him choke on it. $15 mute fruit. That's all you got for me. Okay. See if I can use one of these beds, get a cheap heal. Well, let's sleep till morning. You can see what's going on. And do 3 hours. Lucas, my man. I don't care what this guy's got. I'm not looting him. I'm just scrapping him. Yeah, I'm interested to see who this is, because I killed this person. Oh no. Settler. Let's try this again. How come you're not giving me a number? Hey, Miss Roadrunner. As you can see on my screen, I have tried to resurrect, and I had to try all those times to spell the word correctly. But it didn't work. And it doesn't appear as though it's going to work. As I remember, you had to put your... Oh, there it is. Okay, that was different. Let's try it again. Oh my god, it took me forever. You're not clicked on her. Yes, that's what I... There we go. I had a feeling that's what I was doing wrong. I thought I just had to park my reticle on it and that number... I couldn't get that number to show up. I knew I needed that number. Oh. Game crash. Okay. Okay. She looked like a permanent resident. I do that a lot. Then bump into walls. Okay. Well, you know, I never really know who to blame other than Todd for these game crashes. It could be my mod manager, my mod set. My mod manager making bugs with my mods, which is affecting my game. I don't know. I just like to start that stuff over again. Normally I redeploy my mods, but I forgot to this time. Okay, you now have a nickname here at home. This means you are someone we talk about here at home. Are you laughing at me or laughing with me? As long as you're laughing. the ghost. I was thinking of commenting. Do I want to know my nickname? The ghost. Okay. So you put me back here where I slept last. So I did not scrap this guy. Well, this isn't telling. You're not giving me a name. You're just telling me settler. There's a husband and a wife. Yeah, is that your dude? Is that your wife? I just killed.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
Well, see, he shows up as a settler too. I think I killed his wife. I told Mister here I was not going to put the trees in such and such back into my game. Yeah, there we are. You gotta have trees. Well, I do. Okay, so I'm going to revert to a previous save. This one here. I think. Where are we here? Oh, wow, that puts me back far. That puts me back far. I'm not willing to do that. We'll take what we got. Why did you go back? Well, I got a dead settler, and I think she's this guy's wife. Some settlements have permanent settlers. You can't tell them to move. There's a couple girls at Oberlin, you can't tell them to move. There's the Long family, Marcy and Zhong, or whatever his name is. You can't tell him to move. I don't think you can tell Mama Murphy to move. There's a bunch of people you can't tell them to move. And I think she was his husband. She's the wife here. I did notice that if they're supposed to be dead, and then we cannot get them to be alive for no. Oh. Yeah. Do I really want to try to resurrect her again? I mean, doesn't hurt, right? It doesn't hurt. What's the worst thing that can happen? Break my game so it never plays again? Why not? Oh, I gotta do this all over again? Yeah, I forgot how to spell resurrect again. Resurrect, right? Oh, something happened. She's not there. Are we good?
Hey there.
Huh?
What? And you're not aggroing. Your leg looks awfully funny. That's usually what
Don't
happens.
much care for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
Oh, her arm is... Yeah. So... Yeah. We need to...
Hey, farm's not much, but it's something.
I'm trying to trade with you.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
Some other time. I have a dude in one of my settlements that his arm is broken and he holds it. I used my push mod.
Get the hell out of my face.
I was at the Boston airport building Prime, or whatever that big robot is. I pushed a scribe off of a second-story scaffolding. She lands on the ground. She goes, Oh, for the Brotherhood. And she dies. Like, what? These people aren't supposed to die? I was at Covenant. I was like 3 stories up. I shoved the guy. He fell on the ground. He goes, oh, my arm. Oh, no. For the Brotherhood, she says. And she dies. I go, no. Yeah, so that artifact you saw with her skin being all weird, and I don't know if you noticed, but her underwear was twisted up around her stomach. That happens when clothing mods are meant to fit a certain sized body. And if the body isn't the right size as the clothes like don't fit on the body right, and the skin gets all blotchy like that. I've learned that, and I've been careful to make sure I keep all the body types the same, and all the mods are compatible with my CCEBE, whatever that is, Caliente's beautiful body enhancer. Well, what I went and did is I saw someone playing another game with AI. There's some AI mods with FO4. Guess what I don't know, was it a dream? You were talking about getting an AI mod. I found that Creation Club download, and I was watching some tutorials on what they were doing. Placing objects, naming objects, yada yada yada. Just scratched the surface just to see what it was about. I need to spend more time on it and try it. Are there more? Yes, there are more. Okay.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
Yeah, it's something, isn't it? You made yourself a little logging camp. That's what I'm doing here today. I'm building today. If the game will let me. Oh, you're not even assigned. 8 food. How can we only be making 8 food here? We've only got 16 plants in here. We got Moot. This is Moot Fruit City here. What? She's not assigning right. Uh-oh. Oh. They got in here and wrecked my stuff. That's okay. That explains it. My buddy called me a genius. I said, oh, no, wait a minute. That's true, I'm a slow genius. Takes me a while to figure it out. Zero defense? I do not have zero def... Oh, I have zero defense now. So I've been playing for an hour and 45 minutes, and I have done nothing, well, 90% of what I've done Make it easy. What the hell? Leave it here. Is fix these guys that are being attacked. Oh, that'll need to be repaired. I should have some power. This doesn't need to be repaired. So what, did they break the wire in between? Did they wreck every single one of these turrets? Takes everyone time, yeah. Well, like I said, you know, give me the ball, I'll run with it. Repair. I just learned to, oops, did need to repair that one. But it wasn't getting power because these were broke. I don't know, maybe that's how that works. I can't send power down the line. What? What? I've learned to, damn. Am I missing my first wire? No. The trick to some of these things is to move them to... Yes, yes. Another trick is to get rid of them and put them all back again. Laser turret. These all look the same. These are all laser turrets. Sometimes it's easier to just do that. And I don't know if I want to use laser. Let's go with oh, these don't even need power because they've got nuclear. And I don't even have to place them in the green. I can spam them real close together if I want. Okay, we'll call that good. You have a mod that gives you Wi-Fi. I use them. Sometimes I like to mix these up. Like, somewhere in the game lore I heard that mutants have a little bit of immunity to lasers. I get a lot of mutant attacks from here. Gunners have a certain amount of immunity to ballistics because they tend to have really good armor. Well, legendary. ICS Wi-Fi router generators, and such is what the mod is called. You're confusing me. I mean, what does a Wi-Fi mod? You have Wi-Fi in your Fallout 4 game. I don't understand. I don't understand what that does. Why would you have Wi-Fi? A Wi-Fi mod? Yeah, oh, okay, so you got Wi-Fi in your game. It's things pop. Oh. So you don't need copper wires like a Tesla field thing. Ah. See, I'm thinking Wi-Fi like real Wi-Fi is it doesn't send electricity like a Tesla field. It's more like yeah. No wires all over the place. Well, I had a mod that was like that. It was it's easiest to show. Well, that's the wrong. It's easier to show you. I don't have it anymore though. I really wish I did. Underneath here, these things, these conduits, they put off a Tesla field, but it's only one panel large. You know, like the distance of one block, one foundation, one wall section. You got to put these up every 10 feet in order to make all the lights in the house work. You got to be within 10 feet of these. So my mod, I had like a 25-foot radius and like a 50-foot radius. I think they just called them medium and long. I could put down one of these and the whole house would light up. Kind of like what you're talking about. Yeah, you can connect the larger ones with each other, then move it wherever. Because, you know, it really wrecks a really nice build. When you build a really nice building, and then you got to slap these things all over the place. I've tried to learn some tricks where you put these down early and then you bury them in the wall so you can't see them. Hide the wires. The Wi-Fi ones though, you don't have to have that all over the place. Yeah. I keep wanting to alter my mod list, but I'll never get through this game if I keep changing my mod list, because I guarantee I'll break it again and again and again. Get out of there. Okay. I hear you. So if I can get through this playthrough, I can, at the end of this playthrough, I can bolster my mod list. I customize my mods right. The update comes along and everything is screwed when yeah, updates, a blessing and a curse. Oh, by the way, I saw on Steam today we are celebrating the 25th anniversary of Fallout as a franchise. Supposedly in 1997, they're given that year the credit for the beginning of the Fallout franchise. I don't know which Fallout. Fallout 1. I'm not familiar with that. So yeah, this playthrough was meant to be a tutorial, sort of, on building with concrete. Yeah, and they're celebrating it all this month, and I don't know how long. Every month they're trying to draw you in. You know, it's a lot of hype. come see what the community, join the Twitter, the Discord, look at the deals, the 60% off for all this and all the DLC, 60% off, and come look at this website, log in, all the trips and traps and stuff. Good thing due to the yes, and they talked about the TV show coming out as well. Yeah, they spent most of their time talking about Fallout 76. They're really over promoting 76. That's what a vast majority of what I was seeing was concentrating around. So, for the YouTubers who missed the first hour because I was too dumb to turn my recording on because I did something different this time. I had a pre-show show. I ran my break screen, ran through a bunch of the clips while I was doing a few chores. And when I sat down to play, I forgot to turn the recorder on. I said 5x5. Make sure your tallest area is just within the ground. But you also need to make sure that your shortest area is not too short. So, this is what we're going to do. I want to build a castle. An old-fashioned type castle with the, I don't know what you call them, palisades or turrets or those round whatevers on the corners. And I've learned this is the easiest way to do it. Boy, this is annoying as hell, but it's better than not having all this stuff. Oh, yeah, I didn't need to do that. Walls. But I do need to do this. Normally what I do is when I get here, I just spam down a shit ton of these. Three, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, I think that's 18. That's how many I want for the first floor. So make sure you can get this one in. The one that goes in the ground, you got to make sure that one will go in. Okay, good. It looks like it's going to work. And make sure it's right. It is not right. It needs to be flush. Needs to be flush with the top there. That's it. Want to make sure these are right as you go, because it can be a bear to fix them later on. Now that this is it. You got this, you got it. Things will want to click too. Snap too. Come on, you can do it. Can't do it, just get it close. And try again. That helps. There you go. Now you know the secret. What a flop, he says. Get the mod Castle in the Sky. Castle in the Sky. I'll have to write that down and look at it. Castle in the Sky. Oh. New page. And a strange thing happened last week when my game booted up. In the top 2 disc plays, every castle piece you want is just about there. Oh. Oh. Cabin in the Woods. I have to look at that. Stop it. I have a lot of problems with building mods breaking my build menu. And there, I've got the mod that's supposed to fix that and arrange that and manage that, but it's doing a poor job of it. I've lost whole branches of my menu. Really good stuff that I used to love, and I lost it. And I struggle back and forth. One mod gets rid of a bunch, another mod adds some stuff, but gets rid of something else. And can't see shit. And this isn't going to help. What do I need? It's 7 o'clock. You could use something like that as well. I just loot it. Oh. Some folks don't say don't use loot. But shoot. Yay, I can see again. Yeah, that's a little tactic I picked up from Croc. And it's common sense too. I got tired of trying to build in the dark. Yeah, I was reading about these build menus you can't see. You can't see. Not at night. I think the display, I'm watching this on a TV, 40 something inch, 46 inch. Girl, get out of there. Oh. You need some help? Here. Get out of there. Oh. Come on. Come on. Killing me here. You need, I get it, AI, you're walking sideways and then you're going to turn.
Stay out of my way.
You need to take more than one step sideways if you want to walk around something. I was watching a character try to pad the other day. It was horrible. You're on PC, yes I am. Well, yeah, I think PC, you can, modding is more friendly. Yeah, you know, you've got those people that, you know, you got the PC master race, and then you got the people that just believe the opposite. I happen to know they both have weaknesses and strengths. I believe the PC is better set up for mods. It's got more memory, can handle more mods. But my console never broke, leaving me not able to play because Windows was choking on something, or, you know, computers do a whole lot more than just play games. Did I do this right? 1, 2, yeah, and then one in the middle. Now, I've done this before with a 4x4. And when you go to put your first roof on, or your next floor on, it becomes a bear. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Which one? Which one? This one. The one I'm standing on. You guys are at 80%. I can't see at nighttime in real life either. Night blindness. I've made some very, very close calls. Let's leave them guys up there for now. We'll use them in a minute or two. Start with the high one first. Come on, you can do it. No, you gotta be, that's too low. Yeah, I have that issue in the real world too. So the doc says, is if I go to the doctor a lot. Well, it's pretty much something that happens as we get older. There. You really want to make sure these things are all lined up flat, the same flatness. Sometimes these things will want to click up on top, on this top corner. They'll be raised. You don't want that. You want these flush with the floor. Trust me. Trust me. Later on, you will be saying, I know how it is, it's human nature. You're going to do it against my advice, and you're going to be banging your head later on And I don't mean you, Roadrunner. I mean you, those people that decide to try this. Because it's human nature. I know. I've done it. Children do it. They do it with their teachers. They do it with their parents. Apprentices do it with the masters that are teaching them. They try to do it differently than they're told. And usually it doesn't work out. Oh, I will go to manual build. I remember you mentioning manual build. I haven't had the chance to check that out yet. It is in my notes though. I can only I spent a lot of time. I suppose I spent most of my time trying to fix my sound issues. Ooh, that didn't look right. Okay, but it is right. See, I've got two PCs. I admit I get this. I go get the son at times where he remembers commands better. Oh, like I said, I got a mind like a steel trap, but it's Swiss cheese. It's full of holes. So sometimes I can have an astounding memory, and sometimes I can't remember the simplest things like Garvey. You know, just stuff. Simple, everyday stuff. Once I retired, I just got lazy. I think my brain just got lazy. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I've got two PCs, and I've got them both feeding a display cable into one TV. There's two other monitors as well that is exclusive to each of the other PCs. Each PC has its own display, but they share the big screen. Now, that means they also share the speakers that are part of that big screen. I've been having trouble with my sounding. All of a sudden it just kicks in where I sound like I'm in a can, and then it goes away. There's a slight echo, and then it goes away. I've been having issues. Only had to talk to Garvey yesterday, and he's sitting in he's still in jail. Well, I thought it was time to build a new computer. I didn't want to upgrade the one I had, you know, motherboard. And I decided to build a real killer computer. Why would I wait till I'm 80 to do it? Do it now while I can still have the mind to learn how to do it. Like I told you, I built it myself. I had to watch a bunch of tutorials on building, and they don't tell you everything, believe me. They make it so that you'll try it, and then you'll find out, oh no. Anyway, I have my main display and Mister's display sharing one connection. Yeah, but mine is set up with good speakers. He mutes his, and that is how we watch him. Yeah, I've been doing things like that. But I decided, let's see, there was a set of speakers. Oh, I can't listen to both computers at the same time. So I took a set of speakers off of the new rig and set them up onto the old rig. So now I can listen to both computers at the same time. It's not hard, I just had to chase the wires down, and I'm in a 10 by 13 room, so it's very tight in here. My son does that in Wowza. What I've been doing is I'll play a video game on the main screen, and I'll be supporting someone on Twitch or a YouTube video or something on the other screen. He plays his game and always has YouTube playing in his other. Yeah. And I never did build this other one. See this one? Oh no, wait, that's going to be the front. I want the lead. I think that's, yeah, that's going to be the front. So you got 3 on one side, 3 on the other. I like to leave the front open, 3 on the back. Well, you know, this is the ball. I'll hand it to you all, and you can do whatever you want with it. I have your voice on one of my videos. Whoops. Oh. I finally dialed in, what would you call it? It's kind of like sound suppression, so that my mic doesn't pick up my cooling fans. It won't pick up the house phone when it rings. It won't pick up my wife's voice in elephant feet when she's stomping down the hallway talking to her sister on the phone. It's pretty good. It doesn't pick up the cuckoo clock on the other end of the house. So, you know, here's the ball. You know, you can run with it. But you need to find out, you need to watch me build the floors. Because that's... You might not be happy with your floors. It's important. So let's see, we need... Oh, there's one that's wrong. Something's wrong over there. Well, you know what? I probably didn't need to do it like this. Yeah, I did not need to... I could have just stayed in this menu. But I see this height difference. This is wrong. This will bite you in the butt. That's what you want to see. Those metal rings at the bottom. Everything's flush at the top there. Everything's flush. These concrete pieces are funny, the way they'll snap too. 2 inches out of position. And it's hard to fix if you get too deep into the build. You want to see that stuff early on. That's really helpful when you got this Place Anywhere mod. Because without place anywhere, you can't do that. Reposition it, and back off and grab it, and maneuver it from someplace else. You're stuck with one grab. And if you can't get it to set with that one grab, you let it go. It just goes back to where it was. And I find that Place Anywhere mod is amazingly helpful. It's also very dangerous. I'm looking forward to looking at that castle in the sky to see what components it has, but I'm very concerned about my build menu. I'm very concerned about my build menu. So that'll be at the end. Like I said, I'll bolster my mods after this playthrough is 99%. So the thing about Place Anywhere, not only can you place anything anywhere, I can click on this building and move it. Now I'm not going to move it, I'm going to just let it go with the B button, it'll snap back. But once you move it, you may never be able to get it to look right again. And the dangerous thing is, some of these buildings are built in components. Like say the shack on the side was a secondary component. If I leave my reticle parked on that, while I hit the B button and go into other menus, or the pause button and do something, it like activates that and it'll start to spin. It's weird, and if you don't release it properly so it snaps back to where it was, good luck. Yes, I can delete as well. Scrap everything. I have the one of the several scrap everything mods. But you know, even though I can place it, it's not called Place in the Red, it's called Place Anywhere. You know, I can just pick that up and place it there. I can take it, I can place it here. So you can glitch a lot of things in and make them fit, but it doesn't always work. Sometimes it won't let you place anywhere. I don't know how that works, but that's how that is. I find it's easier to back off and click on these things from a distance. Let's get close enough to highlight it. Yeah, I learned the hard way. Where was I? I was at Egret Marina. And that building that the woman that comes with that settlement, the one with the frown face. I was doing some building and I did just that. I left my reticle pointing on that building that she comes in. And it took a whole section and started spinning it. And I accidentally let it go out of position. And all the time I had trying to get that thing back, I watched that dude who makes tools for FO4 and other games. He's interesting. Tools. Okay. We got some extra ones of these. No, they're not extra. We can FO4 equals F. Yes, I knew. Yeah. Yeah. I know a little. And maybe I can guess the rest. That's a lyric. Marshall Tucker? I forget. I forget. Let's just get these out of the way. Okay. Everything flush on top? And you see the double seams. Nothing's 2 inches out of place. Okay. Now you can do whatever you want with walls here. What am I thinking of? I kind of like my ground floor to have the most amount of security, but yet to be able to shoot out of the windows. But you know, it's whatever you want. It's whatever you want. Now, yeah. So let's just put a couple of these down. 1, 2. We'll put those in place in a minute. And we're probably going to use 2 in the front. No, we're not. We're going to use 1 in the front and 2 doors. I believe in putting 2 sets of stairs everywhere because it cuts your chance of getting blocked by settlers in half. You add wallpaper. Sometimes I'll add carpet. This is a castle. It's meant to be down and dirty like this. It's not a fine home. So I don't have the wallpaper mods anymore. I do have some curtains though. But yeah, I would do that. I would do that. So I happen to know that the spacing for these is 2 of these. Now here's the important part. See where it's lined up. These things like to also click on the other side and hang out on the corner. They need to sit flush on the floor. You'll find out why later. Trust me. Or try it the other way. Struggle with that and see where that gets you. This is not my first rodeo. But that doesn't mean someone can't come up with a better idea. I just like to center these like this. I think we also have to... I'm not sure if we have to do that on the front as well. I don't think we do. I don't think we do. I'll just leave those alone. The way I see such things is do what works for you. Yeah. Well, and, you know, how fussy are you? Do you care that you got 1 foot worth of the floor sticking out of the wall? You know? Maybe you can run with it. and add something to it and turn it into a turret shelf. You know, you find a fix. Get in there. For years I've been building this kind of a castle. And believe me, the first ones dog shit. You just want to make sure this one, this very first corner, isn't inside. You know, it continues around this arc. Make sure, you know, it looks like this. Everything's flush. Nothing sticking out into this well. I've made builds that, you know, they did that. Oh, I forgot to do this one over here. And I've got some doors. Let's see. What do we got? Okay. So yeah. I think I see what happens here. These are going to take up. So we need this. See how it wanted to click on the outside? You don't want that. You want it on the inside. See that? That's where they love to go. But once you put down this real small piece, it's like a magnet. It just wants to be there. The doors. This build has been going great. Sometimes it can take so many minutes per piece because it wants to click here, it wants to click there, it wants to click over there, it wants to go here, it wants to go everywhere other than the spot you want it to go. And there's a little bit of an art in learning how to fake the game out so it goes where you want. Oh, I got this wrong. Oh, because I got these two in there. See? There, now it'll work. Oh my God. Redo a whole settlement? Not being straight. Yeah. Yeah, I like to connect one building to the other. And you saw me the other day setting up my grid system so that I could do that. I built one of these buildings and I tore it all down because it wasn't quite in the right spot. I needed to move the building a little bit. And the more you build, I could click on this building and move the whole thing, but it's very hard to control where it goes. You want to get that stuff right early on. Otherwise, you might not be happy with the results. Now, it's just my opinion, but I want my first floor to be 2 stories. I think 1 story just doesn't do a place like this justice. You know, it's a big, powerful building. Give it room. So I like to hang a lot of stuff on the walls. You could use these screen components. You know, these are pretty cool. Lets in sunlight. But it's, you know, where do you hang stuff? Where do you put your posters, your wall lights? I mean the big poster lights, you know. You got to just keep that in mind, what you want to do with your walls when you choose your walls. I don't know how many of these I need. I'm just making sure they're centered. It just adds to the aesthetics when everything's even and straight. And I watched Abandoned Places TV show. The other Abandoned Places. Not familiar with that. Where Hitler, the Germans made a bunker for Hitler to hide out in. When done with it, they ordered to have it torn down. They made it so well they could not tear it down. Well, it can be very difficult. Rebar, concrete, yeah. That's funny. The funniest thing is, not that they couldn't tear it down, but they decided to tear it down. You just built it and now you're deciding to tear it down. That's a program I get lost in. Yeah, I don't even know what's on TV nowadays. I don't want to. I'm sure there's probably some television out there that's worth watching, but part of it with me is like the principle and spending the money. Oh my God. I see people with cable bills, you know, between, I don't know, up in the hundreds to 200 or more, depending on, you know, what they've got packaged, how many channels. They're getting all the HBO stuff and Showtime and all that. What basically I consider it garbage, but you know, someone's gonna like it. Yeah. We're gonna do something a little different there. Getting dark. Getting dark. Almost time to go to sleep. Mr. at MTV on the other day actually had music. I remember in the early 80s when MTV was a thing, it turned into crap. Spring Break. All these crazy antics. It's like, just give me good old-fashioned, just give me a video. Give me a video. A song. Oops. Good old-fashioned video. They filled it with programming. You know, and I guess if you're 16, 19, 13, I don't know, you like that kind of stuff. Girls in bikinis with guys poolside getting drunk and doing crazy antics. Fine. I watch something else. Used to watch music videos every weekend. And they yeah. Remember in 81, early 80s was when it was good. When they first came out, they were really good. Okay, I think we're in good shape here. Oh, I put my bed out back. So, oh, okay, we'll do the stairs. Because I am going to have to get in and out of here. Don't really care. These are the concrete stairs. They can be finely adjusted later on. Dire Straits, I want my MTV. Yeah, I want my MTV. Look at that, look at that. Love that song. Money for nothing, checks for free. Take a nap. 4 and 7 is 11 in base 10 on this planet, in this universe. And yeah. Oh, hour 43. Oh, this is probably good timing because it's doing a save while I do that. So we can do that.